appreciated. Thank you so much for the $18. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Soshi comes in with a sub-gift and gets Drewishman6. Drewishman6, welcome to the Wardy family via Soshi. And thank you, Mathman, for that $18 and the kind words in the donation as well. And Andy HD for those 13 months. Welcome, Drewishman6, to the family, though. And get the last decoration out of this box of white ones after this game. For now, though, it is grand final time, guys. Even though this is the grand finals, I just want to give you all a heads up. I am going to be streaming for the next 2.5 hours. We have a bunch of matches that weren't streamed from this tournament that I would like to go back to. So yeah, I got a bunch of games to go back and cast, a couple of the Drogo games, etc. Some of the matches from today. In 2.5 hours time, I'm going to be casting on WardiTV, and it would be awesome if you guys join me there. We're doing a pop-up tournament on the European server, so do come and check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be casting that on WardiTV. Again, that's going to be brought to you with some sponsored content, so that'll be going on later. All the views are appreciated. So again, that's WardiTV in about 2.5 hours time. This is the grand finals, guys. TVP. And uThermal just putting his racks up to the top side to get this started. Rip my sleep schedule? Why? It's like the middle of the day here, and nothing's been ripped about my sleep schedule. In fact, my sleep schedule is great. I woke up at like 9 AM. You know how often I wake up at 9 AM? Like never. Literally never. I'm never going to be able to pick off the SCV as the Reaper comes in, but will not be able to find anything. We'll just be heading out from the natural. Man, the Korean server lag's gone really back this game. Adept is going to shade actually, so the Reaper's going to be left to its own device for a little bit, although another Adept over here will get a shot off instantly. uThermal will just turn that Reaper away and keep it alive for a little while. Cyclone on the way out in the main base as we're going to be seeing the starport dropping down. And again, there's Adept coming across, trying to see what's going on. Wants to get that SCV, and we'll get very close to it. SCV gets taken down. So CC delays here at the moment. Cyclone about to pop out though, and that will be able to push the Adept away. The Adept is already shading away, and another SCV coming down to continue this through. Reaper hanging out over on the right side of the map here, and we do see this Adept is going back in towards the natural. Another pylon coming down as well. Phoenix on the way up from trap. He's already got Phoenix number 1 out, and that Cyclone locks onto it instantly as it's trying to find information. Seeing as Cyclone's obviously decent information, but doesn't know exactly what's building on a starport, etc., so isn't fully sure of what's going on. Good deny there actually from a very well positioned Cyclone to push that Phoenix away, but the Phoenix does find its way in eventually, and we'll see, okay, Marines, we'll see the Tech Lab still in the factory, and even sees the starport with a Tech Lab too. uThermal will start a cloak just as that Phoenix is still in range, so he's not afraid of this being seen apparently. As across the map, the Reaper is still going into play. Cyclone actually didn't move after that Phoenix, otherwise he could have got a kill because Trap was distracted. So that is just a little bit of a shame. Man, we are really lagging. Like, this is the worst the lag's been all day. Oh, why in the finals? Why in the finals? It's not fair. Why? Really? Alright, well, a few Phoenix coming in on the bottom side and getting a decent amount done. That Banshee about to pop up from uThermal here in the main base. That's coming up. Siege Tank is about to pop out as well. And we are going to be seeing that tank just getting sieged up here down on the natural. Some Marines are gathering up together. Cloak is on its way in. Forge and the Twilight Council are just coming up here on the natural twos. We see that one Phoenix just hanging around up at the top Looking to see what it can get up to. So Swarm Phoenix is coming around the top. A couple more Zealots on the way out as well. And we are going to be seeing these couple of Phoenix actually just going to tag this Banshee straight away. Revelation misses! No! Trap! Oh my god, he just missed the Revelation. Well, I mean, there is a shield battery here, so it's not the end of the world, but still. That's incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anyone miss a Revelation like that. Like, here's for... I just taken a moment to really think about if I've ever seen that before, and I really do not think I have. Alright. Another Banshee is going to go down there, gets intercepted just like that. So this time the Revelation was on point, but now uThermal has, with this Banshee distraction, gotten his units in position, but the tanks get lifted up instantly. Marines target down the Phoenix, so the tanks are back. Trying to target down those Stalkers there. They weren't quite sieged up though. Trap was able to jump on that instantly. And that is Trap able to pick up game number 1. Despite the miss. Aye. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Man, do I really need to delete some more stuff from my folders again as well? It's just impossible to have enough space on my hard drive at the moment. There's so much stuff I need to get done on YouTube and so on. Alright, let's do this. Top left hand side, our Red Terran from Team Liquid. It's uThermal. To the bottom right, our blue Protoss is Trap from Generic Green Wings. Grand Finals. And this time the barracks is coming down on Trap's side of the map. Time for a new sub goal soon. Honestly, I've just been making up the sub goal numbers because, I mean, while it's cool to hit higher numbers, we've already gone above and beyond what I expected to do this year. I don't really have anything cool to do for the sub goals. And I also don't want to kind of have the sub goals too high, because then eventually the gifted subs run out, and when the gifted subs run out, we just fall super far away from the sub goal, and then it just becomes silly. So yeah. Nexus drops in on the natural. Factory is up on the other side. Probe will not get that SCV kill, although I really wanted to. You can see it. This SCV still chasing this probe around. Oh my god. No! SCV! No! Probe gets the kill. Having regenerated a little bit. Do you see the factory is about halfway done then? This SCV for the moment is safe. uThermal focus on the Reaper, which is looking for its first kill here in a moment. Doesn't want to go too far into that mineral line. Adept comes out. 2 low health probes. Some lost mining time, but that's about it. Although a bunker coming up obviously has some potential. Good little loop around there, but this area is walled off, so difficult to get much done. Shield battery going to come down on the low ground as these units jump into that bunker, and will again start to be very annoying as they get this underway. So this Nexus starting to take a little bit of damage here. And it's dropping down pretty quickly as you see Reaper and a couple of Marines going forwards. That the Stalker taking some shots there. This Adept is going to go down. Sorry, this SCV is going to go down to the Adept. So the SCV can't continue with bunker number 2. That gives you some potential here as Chap, because now with the shield battery, your units being healed up means you can actually obviously pull, deal some damage, pull back, heal, deal some damage, pull back, heal a lot more easily. And there's that shield battery already in play there. Kind of have to fight against the units though, right? What else can you do? Nice grenade to try and deny some attack time. Now the shield battery out of energy. He's going to die for a Stalker, but unlikely to get it realistically. And everything going to get cleaned up for uThermal. His barracks is on its way back home as he's gone into factory in a starport. He's going to come down. It's a very late command center from uThermal though. I mean, if he starts the CC now, it's going to take a long time to finish up. Hi chat, guess my favorite SC2 unit for sub says port. Guys, it's a probe. It's one of these. Don't tell him I told you though. Don't tell him I told you. It's one of these. Rocket's coming in. On the top left side of the map. Just going to finally get back home, start up a reactor. Port, thank you for giving a sub to Rufus Rock, who somehow managed to guess your favorite unit was the probe. Don't know how he did that. Definitely didn't get help from the streamer. Thank you so much, Port. Welcome, Rufus Rock, to the Wardy family. Appreciate it. Banshee coming around the upper right-hand side. Going to be coming in towards the natural expansion. Banshee coming all the way down the right in towards the main base in the next couple of moments. It's not going to catch Trap 2 enough, too kind of caught off guard. He does have an observer, so he does have the vision to push that Banshee away. Ford also gifting a sub out to someone else. Welcome someone else to the Wardy family as well via Port. And someone else says hello in the chat for the first time. Hello and welcome. What a way to be welcomed in. Good to have you. Welcome. Good to see you. And welcome to the Wardy family. I'd give you a big hug, but we're kind of on the internet. Banshee going to fly towards the main base. Banshee number 2 here will obviously try and get a little bit more done than Banshee number 1. Game's been pretty passive at the moment with just the Banshee or so, and after that bunker, players just kind of teching up here really. uThermal going in towards the stim pack now. Continue to get set up from here. You know what's actually impressive? Winter had about 2,500 subs this time last year. Now he's at 5,500. You know what's impressive? This time last year I had less than 300 subs. And now I have 670. So if you think about it, I'm kind of on the same level as Winter. Percentage-wise. Yes, if he's going down as this Immortal and double adept drop. Finding an opportunity as we see some probes going down though. Banshee being annoying. Just poking in for a slight moment. Banshee's just backing way out the top. No way Winter has 5k subs? Yeah, he has 5k subs. Happened like last week or something. How's that bullshit? The dude streams a shit ton. Has a very popular community. He's very good at what he does. I mean, it's a common fact that people are more likely to support someone who's a personality with a strong community than someone who runs tournaments. That's why me and Base Trade rely so heavily on our advertising rather than surviving on subs, despite our viewership numbers being very high. It's just a matter of fact kind of thing. I think Wayne is the biggest StarCraft streamer right now. I think the second highest on subs right now in StarCraft is Loco, then Roddy, maybe In Control. I think In Control and Roddy are maybe around some. I don't know what In Control sub count is. No, Loco is about to hit 2,000. Roddy is 1,500-ish, a bit higher now. It's crazy. Do I make more money off of advertising than subs? This month I've made more money off ad revenue than subscribers, yes. So, that's not always true anymore. But this month I have made more money off of ad revenue than subs. Ad revenue is really good in December though. I still make, I mean, ad revenue is still a significant amount of money. That's why I run ads all the time, no matter what the month is. So, guys, this game's getting interesting. Tanks on mass sieging up. There is storms available here from Trap, but he's got to get in range to cast those storms. Marines will get up to the high ground. Oh my god, Trap is so out of position. This entire natural expansion's in trouble. Oh, if the tanks could come a bit further forwards, there's no Banshee. Oh my god, guys, there's absolutely no detection here. So the Banshees are going to start picking off these, okay, one Banshee runs out of energy. He's going to get himself 2 high tempo, though, full of energy. That's Storms, which will not come into the game now. These tanks still kind of holding the front. A few Marines put back. Zealots on the other side of the map are forcing a bit of a base rate scenario, but Trap will lose his natural. uThermal doesn't have any upgrades either. 1-1 upgrades for Trap. As you're going to be seeing those initial tanks. Getting some good shots off. A couple of Marines going forwards. Have to be careful. SCVs here too. A couple of the tanks going to the low ground so you can continue to cover this area. Trap still has that main base. As uThermal's natural now being set alight by Zealot fire as well. Tank sieging up. A couple of Immortals. Man, these lights are so stupid. Like, this is just the stupidest thing I've ever seen on a map. As you see, 2 walls on the bottom side, but one of them goes down pretty quickly. The Marines have to pull back here. Storms on the tanks. High Templars getting target fired by tanks, though. There's still High Templar left over, though, so I think Trap's probably just about going to defend. It's really close, though. He needs to somehow get rid of these High Templars, uThermal. They have some Storm energy remaining. uThermal just doesn't quite have enough, does he? Wow, this was close. This is really close, but yeah, being chased away. Zealots pushing this back. Trap takes aim. Don't own. So I stopped. We used to get away with it quite nicely, obviously, but now not so much. Game 3 of this best of 5. As we have to the bottom left, Trap, our Red Cross players, 1 map away from taking down the tournament. And to the top right-hand side, the blue Terran from Team Liquid is uThermal. Racks coming down to the bottom side. And there's going to be multiple racks here. I wonder if uThermal plays Reapers. Because actually, kind of laugh, but Reapers can actually be not super terrible. Like, it's something that uThermal does now and again, like proxy racks, Reaper, Protoss. It sometimes works. It doesn't work all the time. As you see, there's a couple of racks coming up on the bottom side of the map. Probe. Setting up down here. It's just going to drop down as I just knocked my drink off the desk. Go Wardy. Wow, fucked that one up. Jesus Christ. How do I suck so much? How do you literally punch your drink off the desk? Like, how can you be that dumb? Well, 2 Reapers on the way up here. So it's only 2 racks. It's not super all in. Factory should come down as a follow-up to this. We see Reaper number 1 starting to move forwards. Jumps up onto the high ground. We'll come over to start chasing down those couple of probes, so a little bit of damage being done here. As we do see, the Reaper is able to get a few probes kind of shot down. Hard Revenge with another $2 says, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. I'm not going to say it in the way you want me to say it. That's a joke that's much better read than said, though. As you do see, the T Reapers are actually going to end up getting an adept here in a moment. I mean, Stalker will be a lot better against this, a lot sturdier as he goes for the probe kill. Oh my god, how does this Reaper survive? 4 HP, super low. Pulling back to more Reaper's factory on the way up at home. Probe sees this, so now obviously Trap knows what's going on. And did you see those Reapers going to hop up towards the main? Going forwards here, going to be able to get rid of a Stalker. So Stalker going down, another grenade pops. Those pops that Stalker just a little bit further back. He's actually going to get rid of another couple of units, but the problem is he doesn't really have the Reapers to then keep going. Although I guess the more units he kills right now with these Reapers and the Cyclone comes across, I guess then there's some potential, but I mean the Robo is already on the way up here now. Nice grenade, really nice grenade on the Stalker. Grenade number 2 gets it low, because obviously the Stalker can't fight back during that time. Another Reaper shows up, so this is now 4 Reapers. That Stalker is getting actually dangerously low this time around. Those Reapers, oh my god, no way! They pull away, they survive. How? How did they get out? That was insane. That little kind of run around the corner, that was ridiculous. How did he not get caught in there? I don't know. This is now 5 Reapers versus the Stalker and Trap. Well, he has a shield battery to come to his defenses, but he really needs it. Issue is the shield battery is also having a lot of its energy taken away, just healing these probes. So now suddenly now he can't heal the Stalker. Stalker going to get bopped forwards. The Stalker goes down, and Trap will type out GG as he falls to the 2 Rax Reaper. But now let's see if uThermal can force us into a game 5. Bottom left-hand side, our Red Terran from Team Liquid. This is uThermal. Up against the Nexus to the top right. The Blue Protoss Trap, who is still on tournament point, wins this game, and he will win the entire tournament. Yeah, I agree with what's being said in chat. TVP right now is not really a lot of fun. The fact we've just cast like 3 TVPs in a row is like a little bit unlucky. But it's, I mean, this is actually our 4th TVP we cast in a row. It's a little bit unlucky, but it really is a shame. Like, it's just one of these matchups right now that is just not quite... It's just not in a good spot. It's a lot of all-ins, it's a lot of aggression, it's... not very often seen much time, game time past the 10-minute marker. It's just not really in a good spot at the moment here. Why is TVP so messed up? Just because the Protoss mid to late game is actually very difficult to deal with, and the Protoss can still get to mid to late game somewhat efficiently without being in any real danger. So it's very difficult for the Terran. Like, obviously Terrans are playing early game because they want to stop the Protoss getting to late game, right? Or into even the mid game. The issue is, even in the early game, the Terran's options are limited, and they seem to be fairly well figured out at the moment. So it's kind of tough. But not a single Terran today has gone for like a later game situation, really. They've pretty much all been focused around marine tank pushes that are very heavily committed to doing a lot of damage. Hard Revenge with the $1 says, parallel lines have so much in common. It's a shame they'll never meet. Put me on the tree. I'll get you on the tree, Hard Revenge. Are you not already on the tree? Don't you remember that I wrote out your name in the Korean form? Like it is in the Twitch? You don't remember that, Hard Revenge? You trying to scam me out of a decoration here, bro? Look at this guy. Put him on the tree, doesn't even remember. Write it in English? Okay. Sure. Only because it's you. Blink on the way up, coming in on that Twilight Council, as we do see the Reaper going to be pulling back down. Viking on the way up. Couple of SCVs, couple of Marines, that Cyclone. All of this currently just on the way out here, so getting all of that ready to go, as we do see this Reaper coming up the right-hand side, and is going to be considering towards the main. Rubber facility gets started up. uThermal's build is just looking to be straight into BIOS. I mean, looking for that kind of marine tank push here like we've seen before. So really just playing a similar style to earlier, just not as aggressive, not as committed in the super early stages here at least. Is my stream dying? Hello? Hello? Please don't crash. Oh, okay. It's all good. It's all good. Day saved. Adept from Trap gonna start heading down towards that bottom left side. Adept gonna pick off a Marine. As you see, a engineering base starts the +1. So again, looks like uThermal will probably just want to go for a big old attack. It's definitely going to be lining up to be Marines and tanks and a big old push. Stalker's blinking back. Charge on the way up as you do see a Colossus on the way down as well. A couple of these medevacs about to pop as the Stalkers kind of want to blink up into the main. Apply some pressure. Stim is not quite finished yet, so that could be a threat, although... Well, Observer sees a medevac leaving. He's actually going to blink back, maybe try and intercept the medevac, the drop, which is beginning to come across the map, so... If you can get that kill, that's obviously going to be frustrating for uThermal, because that's a full medevac that's going to try and deal some initial damage here while he continues to set up. He does build a third command center, though. Warning, guys, warning. Terran has built a third. uThermal's medevac is actually in a good position to just boost away and stay safe. So actually, Stalker's also just blink down to the low ground. That will stay alive, but unlikely to get much done because obviously Trap knows where it is and where it's headed. And it's obviously already low HP, so very easily picked off by a low number of Stalkers that will be in the main base. And a few of those warping in right now. Tank setting up here will now unsiege and... Going to be seeing those few Marines in some trouble. We're going to see the Marines stimming forwards. Just going to be seeing the Stalkers in a little bit of trouble as they blink up to the high ground there. Tanks will siege up as well. Extended Thermal Lance is about to finish on the Robo Bay as we do see Stalkers just going to blink over and grab a Marine on the top side. uThermal stimming a lot at the moment as he stims in for the Observer. Okay, interesting little pick off. Now he doesn't know Trap how much about when uThermal's on siege and so on. Makes it a lot more scary for him to actually commit to an attack into this army and to kind of pick his timing correctly, so has to be a little bit careful about that. uThermal's just going to back away. Trap still maybe a bit scared, but going into Colossus is getting to that point where he has an answer to this anyways, so he's fairly well set up in this game number 4. Again, Trap looking to defend his way into championship here. It's actually really cool for me because I've never had Trap playing one of my tournaments before, so to see him showing up and playing in such style to get all the way to the finals is just great. As that is a StarCraft crash. Aye, aye, aye. Oh my god, my lag on career is insane.
Game resumed.
Oh my god. Now it's Naruto. My lag is insane as well. I just spiked to like 1200 ping. Yeah, like there goes Wardy. We're all getting killed. We're all dying. Well, there you have it, guys. Wardy out. Yeah, quite literally. I mean, I'm DCing. Oh, I'm back. Maybe if we drop Zerg. Does this fix anything? Okay, let's all just get out. It's obviously not. You just done something to yourself there, haven't you? Alright. Obviously, we were a little bit into this game at least. Trap is up 2-1. Denmark is the best has just hit aka DMKS SBPJ. Hoi APM, totally not bannable. Surin Turkle and Suaspedic with the sub bomb. Thank you so much for this 5 sub gift. Denmark is the best. Oh, you're just going to cancel the 20 sub gift? Here? Yeah, sorry, we're having a bit of a moment here. You're going to cancel the 20 sub gift? Does that mean you don't want me to try and kill the tree? Do you know about the tree, Denmark? People have been trying to kill my tree by overloading it with decorations. It's not worked yet. Alright. So here's this medevac that we saw. It was around when there was something action here. Da-da-da-da. Alright, let's just go from here. Alright, so a few stalkers going to blink down. And you see the Marine's going to stim over to try and protect them as we resume this game. One stalker going down at the moment. You're going to see the stalkers having to go up to the high ground. How many subs do I reckon will make it die? I mean, it's doing a pretty good job of surviving at the moment, you know? It's doing a pretty good job of surviving at the moment, so I'm going to leave that up to you to decide. Stalkers here gathering up on the top side as we do see Trap with a few of these stalkers. Again, guys, the reason we're in a replay right now is we all lagged out on the Korean server. So we brought the replay to the European server because we couldn't get the Korean server to work again. So this game was literally played like... we got the replay like a couple minutes ago. And we jumped in because of all of the issues and stuff like that. Stalker's coming across. Gonna grab a Marine. Oh. Look. There you go. So, that was when we all lagged out. As we get back into it now, we're going to be seeing a Marine getting taken down. Scan in the main base. Having a little bit of a look around here. Stalker's off over to the left-hand side. Thinking about perhaps poking in towards the third base here. Psystorm on the way up as we're going to be seeing that +1 armor also coming on into play at the moment. A few of these Marines coming up to the top side, and Stalker's going to try for a medevac, but unable to at the moment, as we're going to be seeing the Colossus starting to come across the map here from uThermal. So, sorry, from Trap, and uThermal's going to run right into them. Is able to lift up into the medevacs, but now the blink comes in, and that's a dead medevac right away. And the other medevac here just gets out. A couple of Marines just wandering in as well. And again, these Marines are going to have to come up through the center. They're going to take a lot of damage. Oh my god, it's a massacre. Marines going down, and uThermal's just bleeding off units at the moment. We'll get a drop across the map at least, so these Marines can maybe get a little bit of damage done. Going for a couple of whooping in Zealots. He's doing okay, but units coming in. The Stalkers blink. That medevac goes down. And in the middle of the map, Trap still has a powerful army, but uThermal survives up to the 3 bases, so he gets into 3 bases here. He's getting his tank count going. He's getting his Marines going as well. And we see a few probes going down on the top right as we see those Marines coming in, find themselves 7 worker kills, make that 9, make that 10, and counting 11, 12, 13. Okay, good thing he stopped. I was going to really have to start get my calculator out, and I'm just running out of fingers. Wait, 13? I'd already run out of fingers. Oh my god. I still had 4 fingers left. What's happening? Nice little damage, though, from uThermal. That's going to keep him in the game a little bit, because really he was in trouble. But now he's up 10 workers. It's a little bit more possible. Colossus here going to push those few Marines back just a little bit. Again, scan coming down. As you see the 4th Nexus coming in as well. Wardy, if you want to host some fan games, I'll gladly sponsor subs for the channel as a prize. Well, I'm casting on base trade in an hour and a half, and I actually have a couple of series I want to cast from this tournament to fill that hour and a half anyways, Denmark. I would be 100% down to do that another day. Today I have stuff to cast, and I have to go from one series to another, and basically from one tournament to another as well. Another day, 100% though, dude. I'd be super down to do some fun stuff. Definitely. Marines going to unload up on the top side of the map. This medevac goes boosting out as well. Stalkers, Colossus coming up to the top side. Gravitic Drive on the way down on the Robo Bay. The +2 attack, +2 armor coming in as well. Going to really start to put him, actually not even into an upgrade lead. uThermal's going to have the 2-2. I don't have anything to do after this, so I shouldn't go cast on base trade after, is what you're saying. Are you trying to abuse your VIP power? Do you know who gave you that VIP power? It can very easily go away. Because I have the ultimate power. I control the VIP power. So I have the power of all the VIPs almost, in a way. Marines on the right side going to nibble away at some of these Stalkers. It's actually a good fight for uThermal, man. He's actually going to win this fight so convincingly. While Zealot's in the main base, though, Warp Prism coming straight through here. So, a few SCVs going down. A few of these Zealots going to continue charging forwards. Marines going to continue dropping. More tanks getting sieged up. We see a Zealot and a Stalker taking some shots out in the center of the map as well. And we've seen Zealots continue to pick off a siege tank as also some Marines going to come up to the top side. And we are going to see, ooh, trying to get a cannon but doesn't quite make it. This Tech Lab gets taken down here, so we're going to be seeing the couple of Sublight Divas continue to fall. That siege tank also gets killed off, as we're going to be seeing Stalker still pressing in. 11 SCVs down, as we see Marines stemming up to the top. And that's the issue, that uThermal just can't even get reinforcements out, as we see another wave of Zealots will just kill these siege tanks as well. Tanks are not good response units to Zealots, realistically, so they are going to take a lot of damage, and the Zealots are still picking off reinforcements. So it's just a matter of Trap getting rid of this army up here. And while, yes, okay, he loses a 4th base, Trap still has 3 very comfortable bases while shutting down so much economy of uThermal. I'm not sure if this is going to matter. We see these units coming up, pushing on through. On the top, we see these Zealots continue to pick up a couple more Marines. Again, this army from Trap to the side, just chilling out as there's a couple more tanks that go into siege up and continue to press forwards. Tank picks off this pylon. GCG Stalker's going to blink in, getting a couple of getting a missile turret, getting a couple of SCVs. Medevac's going to go down as well, as these Stalkers counterattacking with the Zealots are doing a good job. uThermal's army is still up in army supply though, so he still has a bit more, but of course a lot of the tanks are left over here. This tank line here looks absolutely terrifying, but Trap taking his time before pushing into it, as we see storms on the Marines going up the ramp on the left side. Cleans them out. Ooh, another storm dropping down on some of those Marines. Well, now the tanks get to do their job. The Marines are out of position, though. Kills the Prism at least. Comes in, gets the high tempo, but that's the rest of the Marines going down. Now it's just Immortals and Zealots. Okay, there's a few Marines left, actually. As uThermal is making this happen. Medevac, more Marines on the way up. All of these units sat out in the center. More Marines and a few tanks from uThermal continuing up the center. Trap spreading his army out here. And still just playing so patiently. Expanded to a 4th base in the top left corner, because uThermal can't just swing around towards that very easily with a sieged up set of tanks. It's going to take some time to reposition, so definitely a little bit of trouble on that one. Zealots and Stalkers down the left side. And you see these few Marines starting to press forwards. Going to find themselves in some trouble here. uThermal trying to clean this up. A couple of storms make it scary though. Prism comes over. Trap will set up a bunch of Zealots. uThermal's still holding this location, but I don't know if this location really does anything for uThermal anymore. Zealots go charging in towards the mineral line. SCV's already dropping. Okay, I mean this command center is just going to go down. So an orbital falls, and uThermal's really starting to start running out of economy here now. There's one less mule, less scans. Drops a scan there to get the observer pushing in. Trap's still very reliant on the storms and so on to be able to survive here. As the Zealots actually coming into this planet before us. uThermal will turn and repair it. SCVs do not get a good enough of a surround. Suddenly uThermal's down to 2 bases. And these units are obviously just going to keep on picking off production and all the rest. So uThermal is really on a timer to shut Trap down now. Alright, again, I mean, all of his production is going to be in trouble. These few Marines in a single tank won't stop it. And here we go. Marines stim up towards the natural. High Templars have storms. Oh, but just stims a few ahead. He'll actually get those High Templar. Nice pickoffs. Trap being distracted elsewhere. Being occupied. Rax goes down. Remember, this tournament point for Trap, and it looks like he's maybe just moments away from winning. 2018 has left the game by TakeTV and WardiTV. What event it's been, but uThermal is flying his buildings in a desperate attempt to stay alive. It feels as though Trap has got this on a lockdown. Marines are going to keep on pushing around here, but Trap is just waiting for the opportunity. First storm comes down. Already good damage on a lot of those Marines here. Now Zealots start charging in. No movement elsewhere. Trap is still just waiting. Getting as many storms as he can. He's even going to give up some more probes. He's happy for this base to take damage because he's expanding on the left. He still has production on the right. He has the Colossus over here if the Marines try and move up there. And the low ground Trap is still picking off everything. uThermal's just flying his entire base across the map here, hoping that maybe the tanks will take a good enough of a fight, but it's so difficult at this stage. You know, even with a defensive set of tanks, you do not have a lot in comparison to what Trap has, and another bunch of Marines going down to storms. He's going to turn around, take another shot of damage. And we're just going to be seeing... Well, I mean, uThermal going to try and land structures around his tanks, but again, he's just sort of tucked into a corner. Like, there's nowhere for uThermal to really get to. That's one of the big issues at the moment. Going to see these Marines stimming in as well. Going to see an Archon picked off. Cannon going down, but I mean, again, it's really just little things. As Trap just figures out how exactly he wants to fight this. Stalker's blinking around. Marines going to go for the Nexus. DT Blink. Trap is resurging. DT Blink. I mean, the units come back from the other side of the map as well because everything was cleaned out here. So now Trap can just focus on killing this army. If he even need... I mean, he's about to be maxed out, Trap. So actually, I guess, why on earth wait any longer? He's about to be maxed out. It's only going to get better for him. I guess he could build up a bank as well. So he could wait a bit longer if he wants to. Probably not really much need. If the Stalkers blink on top of the tanks, the Zealots go charging in. The only issue I see is that those factories and these structures in the front and kind of surround the tanks here obviously makes this a little bit awkward. But over time, I mean, you just get into an army here as Trap, which is just going to be able to trade as much as you want your mining. uThermal can't do anything about that. And this is going to be all tough. A little bit tough right now. Trap is actually killing the Zealots. Wonder what he's going to replace them with. 4 DTs, okay. Ah, right, because there's no scans. Okay, but there's missile turrets in fairness. Depends which direction you come in. I guess he just wants to just blink in and just kill the tanks with the DT blink. It does make sense as uThermal. Yeah, great wall from all different sides. Looks as though it's almost time to go for Trap. He's setting up. Tank shot there is good again. All of these units coming around the far right. Order command set up. Couple factories up on the high ground. Colossus ready to move in. Here we go. Zealots, DTs, Stalker, and Colossus jumping on this army. All of these tanks are going down, and uThermal just types out the GG. Trap takes it.